Hey, what's happening, everybody? Good Tuesday to you. Hope you had a great day. As you can see, I'm like super tired, man. I've been down here back and forth, messing with this carburetor and doing customer work, working at Nissan, doing stuff at the house. Boy, I tell you what, I sure hope to get finished with my truck fast, or either at least I get this car running, cause I'm ready for life to get back to normal. But anyway, I'm gonna try to make this quick because, like I said, I'm super tired and I still got to take me and my son home. I'm gonna try to I gotta address some issues on this car as far as like where the alternator mount at, because the alternator keeps slipping, and then when it's running, the belt will kind of gradually get loose. So I'm gonna try to machine the boss down on the intake the way it'll lower the bracket some, and then I'm gonna put the alternator back on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish the well, actually it is finished. If you've seen the last video, I'm gonna actually go ahead and put the carburetor on, and I'm gonna fine tune it and check for leaks and all that while I got it on there, and adjust it, set the idle and everything, and then hopefully I don't know if I'm gonna try. If I get it running, I may test drive it tonight. I might not. I don't know. I'm tired, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get something done and give y'all some content to try to close out this particular series of the rebuild for the carburetor. Those videos, it should be like maybe in total it should be about 3. And one in the middle one, I think number 2, that one was kind of long. So I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all turned around so y'all can see. No, excuse me, sleepy y'all. So y'all can see what's going on. All right, I got my tools out here where I done took the bracket off, and I rigged this up, and it is safe. You know, I got my safety glasses just in case something happened. But I got this from Harbor Freight. I bought it the way I can learn how to like port heads and all that, but I put this attachment on that normally go on the angle grinder. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this to gradually machine this boss down where this alternator bracket hooks up. Okay, I don't know if y'all should be able to see that real good, but this is the OEM alternator bracket. I cut that slot in it and made it to where if I had to take the bracket off, I can just slip it off after loosening that bolt that's on the water pump, which is here. Got me a little washer in there and whatnot. It's a cool little deal. I mean, ain't nothing too extravagant, but I'm gonna try to machine this boss down maybe flat. I got plenty of threads down in there, but I'm gonna try to machine it down flat. That way I can lower the bracket totally, probably about another, might be a 16th, maybe no more than an eighth. It shouldn't be no more than an eighth of an inch. But I'm gonna see if that helped me to get this alternator, to get the belt to stay tight. After that, I'm gonna tighten it back up, and then I'm gonna get ready to put the carburetor on. And the next time I cut this camera on, Lord willing, hopefully y'all will be seeing me cranking it up and trying to get it running. So y'all just bear with me, stay tuned. I apologize about the slurred speech and the stumbling of the words and all this and that and the third, which I stutter a little bit anyway, but I'm extra tired, so I really don't feel like taping, but I'm gonna try to do it to hopefully, you know, to encourage somebody that's watching. So y'all just bear with me, and hopefully next time I get you cut back on, the car be running. Well, y'all, just as promised, I told you I'll try to cut the camera back on and let you know how it went, and it didn't go well. It's still pulling it's pulling fuel from somewhere. I don't know where. It's pulling fuel from somewhere, and it's got it running like stupid rich. And I don't know what to do to try to. I'm stumped now. I don't know what to do to try to fix this issue. I took this exact carburetor and rebuilt it when one of the jets got clogged up, when it was on my pickup truck, Bluebell. This was before I did the Vortex head swap. And yeah, before I did the Vortex head swap. And I rebuilt it at the dealership, you know, on my work table, put it back on. Matter of fact, I did that in an evening, like after work. Put it right back on, adjusted it where it's supposed to be. I drove it a whole bunch until I had got that 650 double pumper that's on there now. I don't know. I done checked everything I know to check. I done been reading material in there about like troubleshooting, you know, for these Holleys. I double checked the float level. That's fine. the fuel pressure can't beat it so much. It's a bone stock OEM style, fuel pump. So I'm like, all right, what could be causing it to be pulling fuel in? What I think it might be would be the aftermarket intake. It's got like that machine gap, in between the two planes on the carburetor side. So I'm like, all right, I mean, all that gonna do is change how the air pulls onto the boosters, but I didn't think that should cause it to pull fuel from somewhere that it wasn't supposed to, when it's supposed to be on the idle circuit at idle. So I'm gonna have to get with my friend from Aiken, man. He know these things here in and out and like the back of his hand. He probably could tell me how to tune it over the phone, but I'm gonna have to get him to come down here and look at this thing in person. I hope that I don't have to buy another carburetor, but I do have a little bit of money left over from doing all these other repairs to if I got to buy one, I'll buy one, but that'll pretty much take all the rest of my savings. I really don't want to have to buy one. I mean, I wanted to get one for Bluebell when I do the part swap, but not for this one. I was hoping this carburetor had work. And I also was hoping that, that it would be ready, by the time the weekend came. But that might not work out either. So I'm gonna get with Mr. Curry and see what he think. And when I get home with my son, I'm gonna try to, of course, I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep with this on my mind. I'm gonna try to do some more, research and read some articles to see, what causes that sort of thing. Maybe call the Holley take line or helpline or whatever and see what they say. And I don't know, man. It's a little bit frustrating. I was hoping to come down here and at least see if I can get this thing cranked after coming down here the last 2 nights and tearing it down, soaking. Well, not the last 2 nights, but last night I put it back together, which would have been Monday, depending on when y'all looking at this video. And then the following night, which is Tuesday or tonight, I put it on the car and it cranked up on a dime. What I did was I disconnected the distributor and I turned the engine over until I saw fuel coming up in the fuel filter, which you can't see because it's kind of playing peekaboo from behind the upper radiator hose. And what I did was after that, I took and spin the engine over and I saw fuel coming up through the filter. And then I rocked the car when I took the sight screws out of the fuel bowls, so I can, see if it was fuel in the bowls. So I'm like, okay, good. Man, right when I did that, I went ahead and hooked the distributor back up and bumped the key. I ain't even pat the gas. I bumped the key. Boom, cranked right up. And it ran, but it ran crappy. Like it ran, but it ran like it was misfiring or something. And then, just like last time, slowly but surely, it just gradually lost RPM, and then it turned around and just died, man. So I didn't try to crank it back because it was pretty much doing the same thing it did the last time. But I wanted to at least let y'all know what was going on. I'm not one of them kind of YouTubers the way I try to edit out the bad stuff to make everything look perfect. I'm out here in this freeze. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's definitely pretty cold out here. But it's a little frustrating right now. It's kind of heartbreaking. And I'm like, dog, man, I need to win at least once, But I ain't gonna get into all that. Like I try to tell y'all, I'm gonna try to encourage myself. I'm gonna get with Mr. Curry, see what he says, and then I guess I'll just go from there. Maybe it just ain't time for me to drive this thing yet. So let me get up. Oy. Sorry for the old man noise. These athletes' knees, they acting up on me. But let me go ahead and get the video closed out so I can go ahead and get my son and me and him gonna head home. All right, so like I always tell y'all, regardless of what you're going through, great Lord have mercy, I'm sleeping. Regardless of what you're going through, you're gonna have times like this here, the way things don't quite work out. But continue to be encouraged, stay blessed, and as always, keep wrenching. Y'all have a good night.